Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in today's video we will understand how to create Encharge person from Viral Loops participant. So here let's say that whenever a new participant is added in my campaign in Viral Loops, then I wish to add the same participant as a person in Encharge. So now to do this I have to build an integration between these two applications, for which I will be using Pabbly Connect, where my trigger application will be Viral Loops and my action application will be Encharge. So to learn how I set up the integration between these two, follow me through the screen. In this video, we will understand how to create Encharge person from Viral Loops participant. So here let's say that whenever a new participant is added in my campaign in Viral Loops, which is a referral marketing platform, then I want that this particular participant should be created as a person in Encharge, which is a marketing automation platform. Now to do this, I will have to build an integration between these two applications, for which I will be using this amazing integration and automation software, that is Pabbly Connect. So here as an existing user, I will sign in. But if you are a new user, you can click on the sign up for free button and you will get 100 tasks for free every month. So here as an existing user, I am signing in. Now this here is the all applications page by Pabbly. I will go to Pabbly Connect and click on access now to reach my dashboard. So this here is my dashboard, and to create a new workflow, I will go to my right hand side corner and click on this create workflow button. And here in this dialog box appearing, I'm going to give my workflow a name, and I have named it as create Encharge person from Viral Loops participant. So over here on my left hand side, you can see that these are the folders which I have created. So here I want to save this workflow in the folder named as Encharge, and now I will click on create. As I did that, now I have arrived on a very important window which consists of trigger and action. Basically, trigger and action are the two most important principles or concepts of Pabbly Connect, on which this entire automation and integration will depend. Trigger says when this happens, action says do this. Action is an automated response of your trigger application, and in a workflow you can only have one trigger but multiple actions. So now moving to my use case, that is to create Encharge person from Viral Loops participant. So here in my trigger window, I'm going to search for my trigger application as Viral Loops, and here it is. And then I will select the trigger event, that will be new participant. This trigger will start working whenever a new participant will be added to my campaign. So here I am selecting it. So as I've selected the trigger application and the trigger event, so now moving to my action application. So as my use case suggests, that is to create Encharge person from Viral Loops participant. So here in my action window, I'm going to search for Encharge as my action application. So here I'm selecting Encharge. And now here the action event will be to add or update person. So this action event will help me to create a new person in Encharge. So I'm selecting it as the action event. So now this here is done. So as I want to create a Encharge person from Viral Loops participant, so here in my trigger window, you can see that a webhook URL is given, and along with that a help desk is given. So read this carefully, because this webhook URL will help you to connect your Viral Loops account with Pabbly Connect. So now I will take you to my Viral Loops account. And here this is the campaign that I have created, which is by the name of Pabbly integration. So here I am going to click on edit. And here downwards you can see that integrations is given. So in integrations, I am going to scroll down and go to webhook. So here you can see that I have arrived on the page integrations webhook. So it says send participant data to a webhook when they join your campaign. So over here, as I want to send the data when a participant is added in my campaign in Viral Loops, so here I'm going to use this endpoint for participation event. So now over here, I need to mention the webhook URL. So I will go to Pabbly Connect. I will copy the webhook URL. And now here I'm going to paste the same. So once this is done, I'm going to click on this toggle button, and it says endpoint is enabled. So now here on my right hand side, I will go down and click on save. So here you can see that it is saved. So now here, to get the participant on board, I have created a form. So now whenever a person will fill that form, then that person will be added as a participant in my Viral Loops account in a specific campaign. So here this is the form which I've created. So here I'm going to fill in these details. So here I'm going to fill in dummy details as I'm creating this as a test participant. So here I have filled in the details in the form, and now I will simply click on get started. So here the form submission is done, and now this person would have been created as a participant in Viral Loops. So here you can see that here is the first name as dummy, here is the last name user, and here is the email address along with the phone number. So here this person is successfully created as a participant, and now I will take you to Pabbly Connect to show you the response. So here in the response received, here is the last name, first name, the email, along with the date at it was created, and over here is the mobile number and the type and the API token. So here the details of the participant is successfully captured here in Pabbly Connect. So the first step of this automation is successful. Now whenever a new participant will be added in my So the first step of this automation is successful. Now whenever a new participant will be added in my campaign in Viral Loops, then automatically the details of the participant will be captured over here in Pabbly Connect. This trigger will instantly capture the new incoming data. So as the first step is done, now moving to my action application. So here I want to create Encharge person from Viral Loops participant. So here I've already selected Encharge as my action application and the action event as add or update person. So now here I need to establish a connection between Encharge and Pabbly Connect. So here I'm going to click on connect. So if you have an existing connection, you can go with the same, or you can simply add a new connection. So to add a new connection, I will click on this connect with Encharge, and I've already logged into my Encharge account in one of these tabs. So here I'm going to click on connect. And now I will click on allow as it is a secure access. And the authorization was successful. So here you can see that Pabbly Connect and Encharge is successfully connected. So now moving on to these details. So here I need to enter the email. So here I'm going to enter the email by using a method known as mapping. So basically mapping is to insert the data from previous steps. So here as I've received the response from Viral Loops, here I'm going to search for email and I'm going to map it. I've mapped it. Moving to first name, last name and name. So here I will add the name all together in this field. So here I'm going to map it from the response received. Firstly, I will map the first name. Then by giving a space, I'm going to map the last name. So here I have mapped the last name as well. So here I'm scrolling down and now I will go to phone directly. So here I'm going to map the phone number from the response received. And here's the phone number and I've mapped it. So moving to these fields, I'm going to leave all of these fields blank as these are not required in my use case and I've not got it from the response as well. So here I'm leaving it blank, but you can apply these fields in your use case. So here I need to click on save and send test request to receive the response. But firstly, I will explain you that the method of mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response with new data, so that data can be taken over here in the fields. So if I would have written this information manually, in that case, this information would have become static, which means that it wouldn't change even if I would have received new response. So to avoid that, we map the information. So as I have mapped the details in these fields, now I will scroll down and click on save and send test request. And here you can see that I've received a response. Here is the email, here is the first name, last name, the username completely, the last activity and the user created at time along with some other details. So as this is a positive response, now I will take you to my Encharge account and over here I'm just going to refresh it. And here under the people section, so here you can see that the participant who was added in Viral Loops is successfully created as a person over here in Encharge. So here's the email, first name, last name, full name, the last activity and the created at date and time. So that means this person is successfully created in Encharge. So this integration and automation was a successful one. Now, whenever a new participant will be added in my campaign in Viral Loops, then automatically that participant will be added as a person in Encharge. Not just these applications, you can integrate a lot more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you have any doubts regarding Pabbly, reach us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any queries, you can visit us at forum.pabbly.com. If you have any pricing related query, you can visit this link. So if you like this video, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and do not forget to like, share and subscribe our channel.